Morning, lovelies. I've just done a meditation. I always do a meditation before I'm going to meet with a client. I'm just waiting for them to come for a ℍ𝔼𝔸𝕃 session. And in my meditation this morning, my galactic guides came through to me and they have encouraged me to share with you guys my experiences recently around healing my own wounds. And these wounds have been associated with people in my life. They've been associated with relationships. And I'm not going to go into those relationships specifically because obviously they involve other people and that wouldn't be entirely fair. But I do feel that I can speak from my point of view. And so certainly what's happened to me over the last, I don't know, I'd say a couple of months, this has been kind of going on. And there have been opportunities that the universe has offered me in really subtle ways to reconnect on a deeper level with these people who I have had relationships with. And these wounds that I had been carrying around, which I have been taking care of and I have been working on, and some of them have been around for a long time, they have really kind of met their end, if those are the right words. And how I feel that I have really fully understood that they still existed, and now sense that those wounds are almost kind of healed and put back together. I feel that we always work on wounds. We work on our healing every single day, don't we? But some wounds are deeper than others, dependent upon what they were. And these wounds that I still needed to work on, which was still creating kind of behaviours in me, I've been working through by directly communicating with the people involved in the relationships. And that has been amazing. And it hasn't been something where I've gone, right, okay, so today I need to speak to this person about this thing that happened with us, and because I want to feel better. Hasn't been like that. It's been like these opportunities have been presented to me really subtly, and I didn't even realise what was going on at the time. And now, as I've done this meditation and they've kind of showed me back over the experiences that I've gone through in the past couple of months, and they've gone, okay, so this happened here because of this. You met with this person in this moment and had this conversation because of this. And I'm like, oh my God, whoa, yeah, I can see it now. And they're like, yeah, because those were opportunities for you to go back to these people, to reconnect in a deeper way, to say what it is that perhaps you haven't had a chance to say before, and for them to also share with you things that they haven't said before. And some of these have been telephone calls, some of them have been face-to-face experiences. And as I've sat here this morning and they've said to me, your heart is so open right now because you are loving these people unconditionally. And this just shows a total coming together and a healing. You know, that's what a wound needs to be healed. There needs to be the aspects of you that have all been separated coming together and coming back to this whole place of like wholeness. And I was sitting here doing my meditation and I just had this crazy feeling that came over me that was like, I felt as though every part of me that was just gathering back up together. It was insane. And I felt as though all of the chakras in my body were like spinning like crazy. And I just had this enormous feeling of like love for myself and love for everyone else. And they were like, there you go. That's what it feels like when you can release, when you can forgive, when you can move forwards, when you can acknowledge, when you can really appreciate the path that you've been treading. And even though at the time you weren't aware of what was going on, we want to show you now that this is what you've been up to, because we've got great things planned for you. And I was like, oh my God, now what? And they've just said to me that there is going to be some big opportunities coming up for me. I have no idea what they are. I haven't asked that bit. I don't always want to know in advance. Sometimes I like to have a little bit of a surprise, but I know that if I ask them, they'll give me more information. So this healing, this kind of like getting together and communicating and sharing and being open to the wounds in the first place and being open to understanding what was left to heal has put me onto this path of just feeling amazing. So I wanted to share that with you this morning, because they've encouraged it and they've said, look, people need to understand what wounds feel like, how they can be healed, and it doesn't mean doing, you know, shitloads of therapy. That's not always necessary. Sometimes it is just a conversation that needs to be had with this person, and the understanding and the coming together and the releasing and then the opening up and then the possibility and the option of moving ahead with unconditional love, which is kind of how I feel today, which is pretty damn amazing. So yeah, I wanted to share that with you. I hope you all have a lovely weekend. I'm waiting for my client and I'm looking forward to a great session. So I hope that helps. And if you've got any questions about healing or whatever I've said in this video, then please comment below and I'll see if I can help you. All right, darlings, sending lots of love.